Hello and welcome everyone. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV. And when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the freaking weekend. Hallelujah. Hopefully it won't fucking rain again this weekend here in Western New York. It didn't rain last weekend. It was actually pretty surprising and wonderful. But shit can change. All right, let's put the bowl in the middle, folks. So welcome, everybody. This is going to be for the 13th, 14th, and 15th. It's Daddy's Day weekend, right? Was it Father's Day weekend this Sunday? Do I even know? Now I'm a father. Let's see, does it... I want to just check. Hold on. Wasn't it telling me? Oh, fuck it. Pretty sure it is. The 15th. Yeah, Flag Day's the 14th. Right? Okay, yeah. Happy Father's Day to you daddies out there. All right, so if you're new to the channel, hey, welcome. This is the vibe check for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to do a little tarot reading. We're going to keep it fun. Sometimes it does get serious. But before we start, before I start picking everybody's sign out of the bowl, we got some big stuff going on. We just had Jupiter move into Cancer, big things with emotions there. Man, I'm fucking feeling that. I mean, I'm recording this late on the 10th because, well, I'm not really recording it late. I'm just behind in schedule because so much has been going on. But I've had a lot thrown at me emotionally, and it's just like, what the fuck? So it's already feeling that Jupiter, that expansive water sign. And people are very emotional, been doing readings. People cry instantly, all that. So then we have the full moon happening on the 11th, happened on the 11th, I should say, Wednesday. And that's happening in Sagittarius, which is usually a fun energy, but usually brings to light about, letting things go. So just be aware of that. We've got the full moon to let things go. Get rid of things that no longer serve you. It's time for things to come to fruition, So let's begin. Couple things is when we start, we always give a nice message. I'm going to pick 3 of these before each reading. So I'm going to stack it, then separate it into 3 decks, and then pick out the top one and see which message is for you. This is clarifying life situations. That's going to be cool. I am incorporating a couple different decks into the readings because, why not? All right, let's see who's going to be the next contestant. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Welcome. And let's get to it. Who's our first contestant? And it's Leo. This is so weird because now my camera is like, I got a whole different placement. And before I could just hold it right up just like that. No, my camera's way up. So I got to. Leo, welcome to the freaking weekend. We got it. All right. Let's get clarifying life situations. We're going to get 3 messages to give the weekend. Okay. New deck. New setup. Much better. Thank you, Jess, for letting me know about the camera shaking because I had the stand connected to the table, and every time I did something like this, it shook the damn thing. So I was like, we can't have that. All right, 1 pile, 2 pile, 3 pile. Now, usually I don't do reverses, but in this case I do. Okay, so we read it as such. Seek truth. All right. Seek truth. Embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers. Illuminate the path to understanding. So, with this illumination with the full moon, you want to seek the truth. Okay? Embrace clarity. Keep an open mind. All right, next one is tide of transition. All right, Leo. I like that. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. Okay? So, things are changing. Transformation, full moon. It's all adding up. Ooh, look at that. Divine timing. For this weekend for you, Leo. It's all about divine timing. Be patient, for some things take time to manifest fully in your life. There it is. Everything in divine timing. I like that. All right, so seek the truth. Embrace change with open-mindedness and be patient, because some things take some time. But nevertheless, you deserve them and you shall receive them. See what I'm saying? That's pretty damn good. Now, let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here, fellow kings and queens. That's right. Daddy's is a Leo, too. Scorpio rising and a Pisces moon. Try to figure that fucking trifecta out. It's pretty intense. All right. Let's get the vibe. We're working with divine timing this weekend. Let's see how divine it's going to be, huh? Well, let's see. All right, Leo, let's see. What do we got? Success just wanted to jolt right out of there. And we'll take that. All right, anything else? Nope. Okay. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yep, and this one just I wanted to hold this in my hand because this is the whole crux of this goddamn reading. We're going to keep Temperance in the middle because that's the third card right there. Okay, so what we have here is the moon, the full moon, uncertainty. So there's a lot of things that are uncertain here. But I'm going to tell you something, Leo. Don't beat yourself up over it. You know what I'm saying? Do not beat yourself up over this. A lot of this uncertainty has got you stuck. Trust the process here. You know, the first card is seek the truth. You can't do that blinded by your thoughts. Those crows represent your thoughts. This also has to do with, and it's interesting because there's the Six of Cups on one end of the spectrum here, which is love surrounds you. Be on the lookout of love. This is also something about the past. So there's some kind of thing you're dealing with the past here. And then on the other spectrum, there's the Six of Pentacles, where open your hand and we'll fill it. It's reciprocating energy, which will be very successful. The whole deal with this reading is the Temperance card. Everything in divine timing. The Knight of Swords goes with the tide of transition. This is also taking action. This is moving towards action, and it pays off with the Chariot. Fantastic. Excellent energy there. Now, let's get some oracles. You know what? I'm going to go against the grain, and we're going to use the green oracles. The Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracles, okay? Let's see what they have to say. Anything else to add? Okay, this weekend. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, this weekend, here is the layout, the lowdown for this weekend. And this is all that matters, okay? Your sacral chakra. So there is definitely some childhood stuff here. Maybe because it's Father's Day weekend, you're reminiscing about your dads, or you are a dad, and this brings up, things come full circle. You know what I mean? But this is also your pleasure center. This is what brings you joy. It's your sexual drive, too. Are you experiencing the joy that you deserve? You may be awaiting results with the divine timing card. Everything in divine timing. Be patient. Temperance card, be patient. Pay attention to the messages here, Leo. Be patient. Some things take time to manifest fully into your life, awaiting results. Seven of Wands, stand your ground. You are worthy of them. So in the meantime, this weekend, all you need to do is shine. That's it. That's the sun right there. Good times. That's all you focus on. You don't let anyone or anything dim your light, including yourself. And this weekend, you just go with the flow. You see that orange background? The orange on his tunic, I guess that's what you call it. Joy, pleasure, you deserve it. Equal measure. Joy, pleasure, equal measure. Be patient. All right, let's get some love. Let's see what's going on there. Seems to be uncertainty here. We got the sun and the moon out, the sun and the moon, balance. There's a lot of symbolism in this. Make sure you check that out, Leo. Okay. What do we have for love? What do we got going on in the love department? The love depot. The soul train. Remember that? All right. All these cards are face down except for this one, the Five of Swords. So as far as relationships, it could be you just walking away. It could be, maybe that's what you're uncertain about, Don't put your time and energy into things that are not going to pay off, Leo. That don't bring you joy. Oh my God, look at that. You got choices to make, dreams, confusion. There's some uncertainty here. Hang tight. It'll be fine. Look at this. Don't be foolish. 10 of Cups, baby. That's some good shit. Ring that fucking bell. That's good energy. Especially when it comes to relationships. New relationship. Don't be foolish. Take a risk. Move for it. Move for it. Go for it. And move for it. Wasn't expecting that. For some reason, when these two cards came out, it just felt good. So I don't know what's going on here, Leo, but it feels good. 2 10s, payoffs. Get out of your uncertainty. Really, make the choice. You don't need to be confused. You're doing that to yourself. You really are. I guarantee it. I know I am. I ain't gonna lie. I know exactly what this situation's talking about. And there's no sweat. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. It sure is. So do it. Okay? That's the Five of Swords here, that decision. Maybe that's what you're uncertain about, but it's all right. Take your time. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Okay? That's all right. That's kind of like the waiting results. Just letting things simmer, sit, stew, whatever they got to do. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. So you're protected. So make the choice. Don't be silly and sit and make the choices you always did before, whatever those were. They didn't work for you. All right. Let's get some cosmic energy. Some cosmic energy for you this weekend. Seems pretty damn good. Very successful. Payoffs. Hey now. One more. There we go. Love these fucking cards. I'm telling you right now. Look at that. The Fool card is represented here. Rebirth. Look at that. Every end is a new beginning. I fucking love that. That's this weekend. Make the decision. Self-love. Self-love is the foundation of all love. It absolutely is. And communication. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. Love that. That's the full moon, definitely. Really loving that. Damn. All right. Let's get a closing message for you, Leo, for this weekend. This looks pretty damn good. This looks like you being right with yourself. You're not going to sit here with your negative thoughts. That's what I think. Maybe this weekend is just about self-love and not putting your energy into other stuff and just knowing that things come to you in divine timing and communication comes in and things pay off, man. The Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Cups here and the 7, the Chariot. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's fucking full on fucking great weekend. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, we just want one. Just drop one card for us. You do you, Leo. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Fuck. I just got called out. Well, maybe that's all we need. Leo, though, this weekend, embrace this beautiful energy. You know, I'm going to tell you something. The full moon's pretty extra. It really is. You know, and this is happening in our 9th house of having faith and knowing that in divine timing, things come to us and it's going to be successful. So this has to go. And that's a learned behavior and you don't need it. All right. Leo, that was incredible. Enjoy your weekend. I love you so much. And let's clear the deck. Happy Father's Day to all you daddies out there. And yeah. Talk to me, Daddy. Tell me what. Yeah. All right. Okay. Next sign. Thank you, Leo. Have a great weekend. Boom. And it's Libra. Welcome, Libra, to the freaking weekend. Let's get 3 oracles. Not 1, not 2, but 3. We're going to shuffle these up really good for you, Libra. Hope you are doing well. And I actually are going to use reversals in this because if the card is reversed, it has a different meaning on it. It's pretty fucking cool. All right, let's start right to left. Sculpture of self. What does that entail? Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So, don't be afraid to constantly shape who you are. Okay? Now, plan wisely. Got some moves. Got to make some moves here. Cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. So, plan wisely this weekend. That also helps you put structure in your life too, you know, instead of just being so willy-nilly. And walking unscathed. You were fortunate. A trap was... What is that? Oh, a trap was laid. Wow, it looked like a J. Looked like a J there, don't it? Can you see that? It looked like a J. All right, so you were fortunate. A trap was laid, but your wisdom kept you from falling into it. Okay, that's pretty damn good. Maybe that's because you planned wisely. Now, it's planning wisely for that next move. I see how that all kind of works. You walking unscathed help build that protective layer inside of you, you know? And now it's time to make the moves. Plan wisely. Chess moves. Okay? Wow. Libra ain't taking no shit this weekend. And they didn't fall into the trap, which is good. You've passed the test. All right, let's get the vibe for you, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Now let's get the vibe for the weekend. What do we got for Libra? This looks interesting already. Anything else? Nope. Wow. Now, we're starting here with the King and Queen of Cups. Out in the same reading. This is a match. Something's up here. Trust your intuition. This could be about couples. This could be about singles opening to it. I'm telling you, there's something up here. All right. But there's some work to be done. We got the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Now, that full moon hit hard for you in your 11th house of receiving love. And maybe you are totally changing your thoughts and feelings about how you receive love and releasing your burdens from the past. That's a big payoff this weekend. You know, there is a full moon. You may be letting that go. And slow and steady wins the race here. So don't be foolish to just jump all in. Yes, it does involve some risk taking, but really trust your intuition this weekend. But this looks like spontaneity. You know what I mean? This is getting the work done for this full moon, releasing a lot of emotional energy here with the King and Queen of Cups. I mean, for these two cards to come out specifically, there's a specific message for a lot of you Libras out there about a relationship and how you should let go of your negative thoughts. You're coming out of the stormy waters and you're moving forward, but you got to keep calm. You got to not at a breakneck speed. It seems like you want to rush, 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 rush. So let's get some oracles and see what they add to this. We got the Chariot. All right. There's an opportunity here to heal. Okay. Breaking the chains that bind you. Absolutely moving forward. Opportunity beckons, so don't turn your back at this opportunity. It would not be wise. That would be foolish. Take the lead. Something you've been waiting for. Coming to fruition. And moving towards success. Could be making a move, a physical move. Or just moving towards this slowly. There's a slow energy here. And it's okay. Allow that to work for you. All right? Now, let's get some love. So, we got the Fool card. I don't know. I think we got an opportunity here to kind of start fresh, start over. There's some movement, definitely. Maybe some traveling. Let's look at love. There's an opportunity here. Let's see how it all plays out, shall we? Wow, love that. Okay, yeah, it's time to lay the rest with the Four of Swords to the Five of Cups. This shoulda, woulda, coulda energy. You got two more cups up. Turn around, get some perspective, silly. And yeah, the Hierophant. Perfect. Because when the Hierophant comes out, that's a sacred union. And when the King and Queen of the same suit come out in a spread, that is definitely a sacred union. So there's clarification here. Don't turn your back on the opportunity to open up to a sacred union if you're single, because this is it, folks. It's all about empowering yourself. Knowing that you create your reality. It's time for you to open up to it. Invite love into your life. And success. With the Six of Wands, there could be an engagement. Moving towards a sacred union here. Can't make this shit up. That looks like a good weekend. It's spicy. Plan wisely. Maybe you walked unscathed out of a real shitty relationship and then stepped into the beautiful one you're in now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, look at that. New love. New love, a recommitment to love is developing. Fuck. Wow. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. All right. Now, it's time to put the rest. It's not like all the others. Trust me, this is the good one. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. There it is, folks. There it is, Libra. There's your confirmation. Let's get some cosmic energy from these oracle cards. These are new. Exciting. And let's see what they add. So, wow. New love coming in for lots of Libras. Dare I say sacred union? Dare I say maybe engagement plans? Something like that. You know, I just think some of you are just not in the right headspace. And for maybe this full moon, for this summer, I think things start to move forward. Yeah, we got to do a total reset on that. That nurture card was like, don't you dare pick me up. Don't you dare pick me up. All right, here we go. We got it. They really want you to pay attention to this. Nurture others and also yourself. So this weekend, nurture others. Also yourself. Very important. Very important. Will you even see that card? No, you won't. I try to do it like Miss McCheese Day. Did you ever watch Miss McCheese Days? The readings? I think she only does Leo. I think she does others, but she's fucking fantastic. I love her. Love to hang out with her one day. All right, compassion. Compassion is the warmth of the soul. Give it to others and yourself. So there's a big thing about nurturing and compassion. You know, we've got Mercury. Now we've got Jupiter this week moving into Cancer. So there's a lot of feeling energy, and this full moon makes things intense, even though it's a fire sign moon. And look at that. Love is everywhere. Open your heart to feel it. Love that. If I was a bluebird, I would fly to you. You be the spoon, dip you in honey so I can be sticking to you. Love that. It's like one of my favorite summer songs. And it's Harry Styles. I'm 55 and love Harry Styles. I'm trendy, you know. I refuse to fucking... What am I supposed to listen to? Perry Como and fucking plaid golf shorts? I don't fucking think so. Why am I getting so many messages? You're just getting that one. Libra, you're going through some tough shit. Okay. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Oh, man. The Rebel deck is being kind of rebellious in its messages today, but we have to honor that. So nurture yourself. There's a lot of nurturing, compassion, and love around you, and focus more on that instead of all this drama that's going on. You don't need it. Unneeded. Don't be foolish by passing up an opportunity to put your energy and time and focus into things that pay off. All right, Libra, that's a great reading. Really great reading. I think a lot of you Libras are meeting your soulmate, you know, and I don't like saying soulmate, but that had it written all over it. All right, don't forget to watch your freaking weekend, your summer love and tarot reading. That's going to be out soon. I've been really busy. I finally am mobile, you know, so I've been trying to play catch up and doing all that. I'm sure you guys understand. And I'll let you know when I put things up late, but it's just been one of those times, you know. Libra, have a fucking great weekend. It looks incredible. Open up to some new possibilities in your life. And yeah, I will see you on the weeklies or in your summer love and tarot reading. So let's get these clarifying life situation cards ready. This is for love and career. And let's see who's next. Aquarius. Focus. Aquarius. Welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's get 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 messages before we start the reading for your vibe for the weekend. All right, Aquarius, are you excited? Thank you for being here. Love you all. You know I love my Aquarius family. I don't know why I'm not an Aquarius. You're opposite my sign. I should really hate you, but I don't. All right, let's go right to left, shall we? All right, and I never read reversals in this situation, but because these cards have like dual meanings, if they're reversed, got to use it. Okay, first one is peaks reached. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. God damn. God damn. Okay. Next one. Frost of stillness. Yeah, that's you. You can be a frosty bitch, you know what I mean? Embrace the frost of stillness, wherein the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. Okay. Enjoy the stillness this weekend. And sculpture of self. Yeah, Libra got that. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So, you're building your identity in the stillness, and you should celebrate because you've reached like a pinnacle right now, especially with all this energy in your sign. Absolutely. So, let's get the vibe for the weekend. So, celebrate your achievements. Be still in the stillness. There's clarity to be found there, and you're still shaping yourself. It doesn't matter what age, you're still shaping yourself and your identity and getting closer to your true self. If you haven't achieved that already, All right, oof. Let's get the vibe for this weekend. Well, this full moon could be a little extra for you, but as long as we don't do what I think you're going to do. Ooh, this is good. Don't you dare screw this up. All right, see, when we're going to talk about this, we got the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. This stuck stalemate energy has got you stuck. It's your thoughts. It's not the situation. It's you. And you've got anxiety. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, then get excited about it. You know what I mean? You can easily turn anxiety into excitement because they're both on the same spectrum. So when you feel yourself being anxious, anxiety is just the unknown of the future. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. So, and that freaks you out because in some form or another, you need control. Okay, that's fine. But try this. When you feel yourself getting anxious, being like, ooh, I'm starting to feel anxious. I know that I'm a little uncertain about what's going to happen with this situation, but I know that the universe always works in my favor, so I'm going to get excited about it. Holy shit, does the game change. However, this weekend, do not sit in shoulda, woulda, coulda energy. 4 of Cups is shitty energy. It's missing an opportunity right in front of your face. And the Knight of Wands is taking that opportunity and fucking running with it. And when you do, without sitting in this, holy shit. You got to ring the bell, man. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This is reaching for what you deserve because you deserve better. Going for the high-hanging fruit, not the low-hanging shit, Oh, it's just easier to grab. There's always a worm in it or it's rotten. Go for this. Go for the higher stuff. The 10 of Cups says pay off big time, especially with family and friends. You can really turn a situation on its ass this weekend. I'll tell you that much. All right. But don't you dare turn your back on an opportunity here. To go out, to do something with family, do not isolate yourself. You have moments where you can enjoy the stillness, but you, the ice queen sometimes, king or queen, and you need to cut that shit out. All right. Don't freeze out in the summer. Don't freeze out. All right. Where are we? All right. Choose your battles, I feel, needs to go first. Stand your ground. What are you going to focus on? Or happiness? Victim, victor. See what I'm saying? What are you going to choose? You need to confront that side of yourself that wants to go here. That wants to stay stuck. It's time to heal that with this full moon. That happened on the 11th, but you still can use this energy to your advantage, of course. In the meantime, this is the stillness. Seek answers within, and you're awaiting results. It's okay. It takes a while. But in the meantime, you can strengthen bonds, especially with new matches, new people, maybe even a new job this weekend, Moving towards success, absolutely. Especially when it comes to matters of the heart and dreams coming true. Now with the 9 of Cups. Pay attention to 999. You are almost there. You can almost touch it. You can almost touch it, Aquarius. Let's look at love. What do we got? Man, they didn't even want me to stack those cards. They just wanted me to start shuffling. Wow. Take those. Okay. Yeah, King of Swords. Freeze out. Yeah. Again. Yeah. Nine of Swords. Again, more nines. Anxiety. Oh my God, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 nines out here. Let's make that 10. 9 of Wands. Got to take down your walls in love. I'm telling you. You need to speak your truth. Cut cords. Let this energy go. Oh my God. The Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Clarifying the Knight of Wands. Pay attention, Aquarius. Moves. Opportunities coming your way. King of Pentacles, very stable energy. Feet on the ground. I deserve it. I open up to it. Wow. So many nines. 10 nines. 10 nines. The universe is screaming. You're almost there. You can almost reach it. Don't fuck it up by having your anxiety go through fucking, manic mode. Yeah, trust your intuition. You already know the answer you seek. Absolutely. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? Now that is telling. You know what I mean? Because are we going to just let ourselves spin in this when we can open up to so much more? And support, yes. Lean on your inner circle during this time. This weekend is going to be very, very, very important for your inner circle, your family, that kind of thing. And maybe even mending and healing that area of your life. But relationships of all kind go under a remarkable transformation because you have. Okay? Now, let's get some cosmic energy from my new Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. These I love. All right, Aquarius. Interesting reading. The nines. It's all in the nines. All right, let's get some messages for you, Aquarius. Okay, anything else for Aquarius? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Let's do this. Awareness. Maintain awareness. Be present in every moment this weekend. Yeah, don't turn your back on opportunities here. That's a big one. Creativity. I love that. Creativity is your inner expression. Unleash it. And you've got a lot to unleash. Creative in your solutions, creative in your whole life. And look at that meditation. God damn, I love that card. Meditation. Meditation connects you to your inner self. And you need that right now. The Seek card. Go within. Get outside and ground. Connect with nature. You got too much energy buzzing through you. Allow the earth to regulate that. As soon as your skin makes contact with the earth. And compassion. Compassion is the warmth of the soul. Give it to yours and others and to yourself. Compassion, support, awareness. Wow. I love it. All right. Let's close it out with a smart-ass message from the Rebel deck. This is always a fun one, isn't it? It's a fun one. Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. Again, that's support, compassion. Stop talking and listen. There's an opportunity here to become aware of something you're not paying attention to. And this weekend can really change the game for you. All right, Aquarius, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. That's fantastic. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Remember, you're almost there. Don't heal that part of yourself that wants to pull the rug out from under you. I think that for a lot of you Aquariuses, I think that rings true. Oh, look at me. I'm about to get everything I want. I'm going to fuck it up. A lot of us do that. So just be aware of that, okay? And for God's sake, celebrate this weekend. Maybe you're graduating or something like that. Excellent. Congratulations in advance. Okay? Aquarius, have a great weekend. I love you all. And let's clear the deck here and see who is going to be next on the freaking weekend. Okay, just wanted to do that, and then we'll do this. Sagittarius, oh boy. Yeah. We got to talk. We got to talk about your weekend. Welcome, Sag. Let's do this one more time. They want me to cut it one more time, and then we're going to make 3 piles, and we're going to choose our message for this week. Clarifying life situations, walking unscathed. You were fortunate. A trap was laid, but your wisdom kept you from falling into it. All right. Sorrow heals. In the shadow of, God, some of this is, in the shadow of heartache, growth emerges. Let pain shape you, not define you. As brighter days beckon just ahead. Whew. Excellent. And peaks reached. Yeah. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. Wow. It seems like you have dodged many bullets. The sorrow heals. It doesn't define you. So excellent here, okay? You got this. And it's a full moon, baby. It's celebrating. Let's get your vibe for the weekend. It's a full moon, June 11th. Already happened in your sign. So this is all about you celebrating, realizing. Ooh, some resistance there. You dropped the hero and you dropped the 0 and got with the hero. That's what I should say. And so many good things are ahead. All right. Let's get the vibe for you. That's it. Nice and simple. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Wow. 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 All right. Yes. Very Sag energy. Queen of Wands energy here. Okay. Embrace change. You should be celebrating. Victory. Absolutely. But the 5 of Swords is showing, okay, worrying's a useless emotion. Let's not do it. Let's trust our intuition. We're going to go with our gut because it has our higher purpose in mind. And I'm going to make that change. I am the change. Page of Cups, an offer comes in, and the Lovers. Yeah, opportunity here to be with each other this weekend if that's, you know, what you got going on in your life right now. But wow, this is, yes. Excellent. Okay, let's see. Let's see if gotta turn that one over. Love the dog barking in the background. That's so, you know, love that. Just love the dog barking. It's not my dog. My dog's dead. All right, let's look at, okay, yes, healing begins when you're done and being in denial and refusing to see that, yes, there is still needs some healing to take place. And you're going to allow that to happen. And the last thing you're going to do is close down. In fact, you're going to double down on opening up this weekend. All right? Refusing to see that some of this is probably holding you back and strengthening bonds when you do open up. There's an opportunity here. This is good energy. It's really good. It's very good. Let's get relationships. So you're ready for the change. You're ready for the change. All right. Let's get the vibe in love. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is incredible. All right. Let's tell the story here. Yes. It's been rough in love, Sag. It has, hasn't it? But let's trust the process here. Let's remove the uncertainty and get down to business. Let's trust our intuition. Big, huge message on trusting the intuition. Knight of Pentacles brings in an offer. Slow and steady. Okay? New beginning here. Change. You know, that wand that you're holding there. There it is. New beginning in relationships. And look at this, the World and the Ten of Pentacles. Fuck. Maybe traveling. But the World is completing a cycle. And the Ten of Pentacles is payoff and some kind of family situation, stable relationship when we're talking about relationships. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius you could be dealing with. That's incredible energy. You're closing off a cycle and healing it finally. Good. Good, good, good. Wow. I almost feel like screaming, but I'm not going to pay attention to it. Everything works out in my favor. The dog will not be bothering us at all. Warning, don't dismiss the red flags. Now, what's the red flags here? Maybe some of you are refusing to see it. Maybe you're idealizing things. Come back down to earth. Strictly sexual. Now, this card always confuses me, but it's a message for someone out there, one of the Sagittariuses. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Okay. Is it though? Trust your intuition. I just don't like that's just so final. Maybe that's one of the red flags you got to understand. But from my perspective, it looks very emotional. And it looks like as time goes on, that pays off. You know what I mean? And forgiveness, forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. So maybe that's the sign you've got to pay attention to, is forgiveness pays off. And maybe that's what was happening in the past, is that there was always this subpar connection. All right? Now let's get some cosmic energy oracle cards. And let's see what we got here. Oh my God. I don't know. Can you guys hear that dog in the background? I'm ready to feed it a peanut butter sandwich. I'm just kidding. Look at that. 3 messages of intuition, Sag. Listen to your intuition. It never lies. For some of you, you got to pay attention. Wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience and reflection. So use your wisdom. Trust your intuition here. And happiness. I love that. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. And that's a full moon, I believe, right there. Okay, let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. And see what the universe has to say before it takes a walk. Just temporarily, of course. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. What's going on here? Now is not the fucking time. Okay. There's a strong warning, intuition. You're refusing to see what's going on here. That may be a specific message for one or a few of you. But trust your intuition. Go with your gut feelings. Don't forget to use your wisdom because it will pay off. This is outstanding. So don't mess it up. Okay? Big message for you, Sag. That's all over the place. That's full moon energy for you. But really, there's a huge message about trusting your intuition. So make sure that you do that. All right? So, Sag, have a great weekend. It looks great. Looks great to open up to relationships, make some changes, but follow your intuition. You don't need to go full bore. You know, your ruler just moved into Cancer. So you're going to have that. Put those in the wrong pile. You're going to have that kind of fluctuating energy. Be patient with this, okay? All right. Let's say, Sag, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. And let's get to the next contestant on what's my weekend going to be like, y'all. Okay. Scorpio, you're next on the Freakin' Weekend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get your messages. They're already laid out here for you. They knew you were coming. First one, flames of passion. Okay. All right. Let the flames of your passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires they may ignite along the way. Scorpio, are you in that phase of letting it all burn this weekend? Let's see. Wow, everybody's getting this. Sculpture of self. So everybody's really working on themselves. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. Fantastic. Get passionate. And sorrow heals. Wow. Sorrow heals. In the shadow of heartache, growth emerges. Let pain shape you, not define you, as brighter days beckon just ahead. So Scorpio, have faith. Sorrow does heal. And that's kind of like building your situation. Wow, this card was out, and you know what? I gotta let you know about that too. Adapt and thrive. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible. Embrace shifts and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. Again, there's a lot going on here, but it's all helping you shape yourself and get your passion back, Scorpio. Just adapt and thrive in the process, you know? Okay. All right, let's get the vibe for you, Scorpio. Let's see what we got this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Keep those. Keep these. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. I'm gonna go nuts on this fucking dog upstairs. I'm telling you. Sorry. Not sorry. Can't fucking stand that. But energy flows where attention goes. Where are you putting your attention, Jeff? I'm putting my attention on your reading, Scorpio. That's what I'm doing. All right, we've got the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands here to say, release the anxiety and bring down your walls. You are resilient. You got this, okay? Do not pass up the opportunity that's available to you this weekend, all right? Because you're too fixated on this energy and it does you no good. The change in all of this is the Queen of Pentacles. Get outside and ground. Feet on the ground approach. You deserve it. Open up to it. Now, when you do, things move fast. Communication comes in with the 8 of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles to the 4 of Wands is a new beginning. Some of you could be opening up to a new home. You could even be moving this weekend. But this is great energy. There is an opportunity here that you shall not pass up. Don't do it. Don't do it. You deserve it. Open up to it. You've really manifested this. So, let's get some oracles. Let's get some oracles. Oh my God, they're having me do this. Daydreams and decisions. It's time to decide what you're going to do. I know there's some confusion here, but it'll become much clearer. Well-deserved reward, another 9. Pay attention to 999. And healing begins, absolutely, when you make the decision to. Okay? Wow. Yeah. 9s. 9s are wish fulfillment. You're almost there. You're almost there. And then next is 10, the payoff. Okay. Let's get some love for you. That dog is just going to bark itself hoarse. Ain't my dog. I don't have to worry about it. Look at that. The 4 of Cups sticking right out of that deck. Don't turn your opportunity on love. There's going to be an offer here and you're not going to want to take it. Or you're just unreceptive to it. Yeah. Don't be tempted to do that. Look at that. Scorpio. It's time to heal that part of yourself and nurture yourself, especially your relationships. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Being in touch with your emotions and trusting your intuition and speaking your truth, making that decision and moving forward, it pays off. New job. Some of y'all may be walking out of the job. Maybe you did this week. You'll find a new job. Open up to it, okay? Tell the universe what you want, especially when it comes to relationships, though. Oh, my God. I'm going to send the dog. I'm going to send some. Maybe the dog is just having a hard time because the owner's gone. I'm going to send it some Reiki, okay? Her name is Bella. Bella, it's okay. Stop your fucking barking or I'm going to choke you. Okay, there we go. Oh, son of a bitch, I thought it worked. All right, see, now the gloves come off. All right, Bella, keep it quiet. All right, look, unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. Don't be tempted to sit in this. Move forward. It pays off. All right. And second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. For some of you, it does. For some others, it doesn't. So you have to decide here. You deserve better, I think. And soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. Absolutely. And you have to do that. You have to love, accept, and respect yourself in equal measure. And you align to that. But all in all, this is saying do not turn back on an opportunity here this weekend or this week. You're opening up to it, and man, does it pay off. It really does. Now, let's get some Cosmic Energy Oracle cards, new ones. Let's give them a stack, and let's see what they got to say. I like this, but there's a warning here. Don't be tempted. Open up to an opportunity here. I'm liking the messages that are already coming out. Man, I smell Chinese. Ooh, I caught that between my legs. Hey. All right. Hope. Wow, I love that. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. It sure is. And don't keep focusing on the darkness, but have that hope. 999 is that hope sign. And balance. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. You see that full moon? Interesting. And this full moon, Scorpio, is happening in your 12th house of things revealed, hidden, and prosperity. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life, not from somebody who hates it. Okay, let's get a closing message for you. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. She's probably barking out the window at a cat out there. I'm sure that's what's going on. And that cat's just tempting her. All right, closing message for you, Scorpio. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. Oof. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Ouch. All right, Scorpio. Well, some of you need to hear that, but all in all, open up to a very prosperous weekend. Have hope that it still will work out. So if you haven't heard of a communication yet, I'm getting this message for you too. Make sure that you're open to it. I feel the communication is coming. That kind of changes everything for you. All right, Scorpio. Wow. That was intense. The message is do not turn your back on opportunity this weekend. Okay, so with that being said, enjoy yourself, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. And let's see who is going to be next on the Freakin Weekend. Slippery little sucker. And it's Cancer. Welcome, Cancer, to the Freakin Weekend. Happy summer. Your time is almost coming. Cancer, you've had probably a lot going on, especially with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, moving into your sign this week. So I'm pretty sure you're feeling a little extra on everything. But this full moon on Wednesday, this is happening in your 8th house of healing. So a lot of healing can take place for you, especially when it comes to beliefs and old ways of thinking. But the 8th house is also very sexual. So, hey, anything goes. All right, let's get 3 messages for you before we start the weekend, okay? Clarifying life situations. Man, everyone has gotten this card so far. Walking unscathed. You were fortunate. A trap was laid, but your wisdom kept you from falling into it. Could that have been a trap set by yourself? Only time will tell. Wise counsel. Never got this card. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. They have some wise counsel for you. And last but not least, harmony's call. I love that. Embrace equality and pursue justice. Keep an open mind as answers unveil your path to balance. Love that. Look at those balancing rocks. Interesting, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I would say that's interesting. If you know, you know. Okay, so let's get a vibe for you, Cancer, shall we? Let's get a vibe. Happy Daddy's Day to all your daddies out there, if you're a daddy. You know, before, if someone called me daddy, it would be like, ew. But now I'm kind of embracing it. Daddy. All right, let's get the vibe for you, Cancer. I'm just being silly because this dog's been barking for the last 15 minutes upstairs and I'm ready to lose my shit. But no, we don't do that. Okay, woof. Oh, shit. Oh, Cancer. Wow, where do we go from here? I don't know. It's pretty intense either way. Wow, the Tower, the Death Rebirth card, and the Ten of Swords. That says a lot. That says a lot. It's an end to this chaos. Whatever this could be. It's an end to stop focusing on the chaos. It's made you very negative. The Ten of Swords, you know, in the Tarot, the Ten of Swords don't look like this. This looks like a very hopeful card. But the Ten of Swords in the regular Tarot is somebody laying dead face down with 10 swords in the back. This is indicative to your thoughts no longer being the thing that drives you into chaos. It's your thoughts. It's not the world. Dog is barking still. Give it a little Reiki, Jeff. Shh, you're okay. Bella, calm down. Oh my God. All right, anyway. See, that's what you have to tell yourself too. Calm down. Ten of Swords is no longer letting your negativity fucking create the chaos you're doing here. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups is all about a nurturing energy. Okay? Nurturing. Queen of Swords, speaking your truth. Cutting cords from all of this, not looking behind you, but looking forward. Queen of Cups is surrendering to the process of life and letting the universe guide you. It's nurturing that intuitive side of yourself. It's nurturing your feelings. It's speaking your feelings. It's an end to not and bottling it up inside. You know what I mean? Interesting. Let's get some oracles, shall we? Get some oracles. And then I'm going to have dinner. All right. Okay. You're refusing to see because all you see is challenging times. That's it. That's all it is. Chaos. But the universe has got different things for you, and it's moving on. Could be on the beach this weekend. It's a great time to release. You deserve to move on. All you have to do is believe and succeed. You can't make this shit up, guys. You know what I mean? This is Six of Wands energy. This is great energy. You're leaving the chaos behind because you're realizing that that's where your focus has been. And yes, things have happened. I understand that. But you need to be positive about things. You know, I know that sounds toxic in a way, but it's not. It's really not. It's that simple. The dog stopped barking. See, give it a little love. You can send energy just like that. I pictured her like in her like little bed. I don't know. I've never been up there, so I don't know what her thing is, but I pictured her laying in her little bed and me petting her and saying it's okay. The whole time I was having that conversation. And she has barked for the last 2 fucking signs, and now she stopped. Okay, let's look at love, baby doll. What do we got for you in love? Well, I'll tell you. Enough of this. Fear of failure, being left out in the cold. That's a harsh fucking card. And that's all you've had. I understand that. But use your inner wisdom. Here comes the wise counsel. You know what I mean? The star. The universe is behind you on this. It's got your back. Trust. Heal that part of yourself. An opportunity comes here. Page of Pentacles brings an opportunity. The Hierophant is saying have faith, but it's also a sacred union. And the Four of Wands. This is good energy. Celebrating. Harmonious. Harmony's call. Harmony's calling you. What you gonna do? All right, let's get some messages of love. Whew, that's good. That's good energy. Open up. It's time to put all this negativity. It's time to move on for you. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Yes. That's probably what got you into this circumstance, you know? Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. So you need to have faith. There's a lack mentality here in every aspect of your life. Not enough. Don't have this. Don't have that. So that's all you're focused on. And this is what it brings. Motherfucking chaos. With some positive changes from not letting your mind drag you down, it starts to move forward. You have to let the universe take over. You're horrible at trying to control it. For real. It's nothing personal. It's the message, guys. All right? Let's get some Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. Brand new. Hot off the press. I love the artwork on these, though. All kidding aside, I love the artwork for these. All right, let's get some messages for Cancer. What do we got? What do we have to know about this weekend? For the vibe for this weekend. After all that full moon. Haberdashery. You know, what in the haberdashery? All right. Yeah, love it. Nurture. Nurture others and also yourself. You're good at nurturing others. But how about yourself? That's what this Ten of Swords shows. You nurture yourself. You're not destroying yourself with negative thoughts. You're doing the exact opposite. Grace, love that. Grace, she died about 50 years ago. No, grace is the universe's blessing. Open your heart to receive it. Again, more walking by the lake or the beach. And more water. Cancer. Adventure. Adventure is the path to new worlds. That's a full moon. I'm loving it. You're going on an adventure. More water. More boats. Water. Water. Water everywhere. Interesting. Huh. I mean, you just can't, the symbolism is just everywhere. More water. Wow. Let's get a closing message for you, Cancer. Let's get a closing message. This is a great message, actually. Okay. Stay away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Kale's really bad for you. Don't even eat it. It's a fad. It's propaganda. Research it, really. Salads are actually bad. Meat, eggs, avocados. Have some fruit, some berries, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, blackberry. You'll be looking fine as frog fur. Eat some yummy shit like bacon, chocolate, and beer. And don't forget, this weekend, get some. Yes. The essentials, aren't they? All right. Cancer. Lots of water going on here. Could be going on an adventure. Just as long as it's not called the Titanic, don't board it. Other than that, have fun. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Pay attention to the messages here, okay? Don't worry about finances. That'll be all right. Again, you've got to put your focus on success and trusting the universe. And you're moving on. And this is great, groundbreaking growth for you. Trust me, okay? All right, Cancer. Have an excellent weekend. I love you all. And let's see who is next. Okay, who is next? And it is Aries. Aries, welcome to the freaking weekend. Hope you're doing great. Let's get some messages for you, Aries. This Sagittarius moon is happening, this happened, gotta say that, it's happening today, June 11th. I'm recording these Wednesday. And this is happening in your 5th house, Aries. So this is all about relationships, joy, fun in your life. So welcome joy into your life. Now we're going to get 3 messages. And I never really do reversals in your general readings. But these cards are set up to where if it is reversed like it is here, there's a meaning for that too. So let's do it one by one. Protected. Find solace in the safety of knowing you are sheltered and guided through life's tempest toward tranquil shores. So you are protected this weekend. Go with that. Ooh, I love that. Crystal of clarity. Fuck yeah. Love that. That could be smoky quartz or golden healer, I think. Crystal of clarity, illuminating your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. So clarity is coming this weekend. Protected and clarity. And getting advice. Seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from wisdom offered by others. All right, so learning a lot. Getting some clarity on some things. Good. It's needed. Very needed. Okay. Now, let's get the vibe, shall we? This is what we've been waiting for. So let's get to it. All right, Aries. What do we have for you this weekend? On the freaking weekend. Reeling from this full moon energy. So what's the vibe? What do we need to know? What are we going to be doing? What's available to us? Tell you what. Wow, a lot of nurturing energy here. Lots of nurturing energy. It's all kings and queens. That's incredible. Wow, look at that. King of Wands and the Queen of Wands out together. Look at all these queens. 3 queens and 2 kings. And there's an opportunity involved with all of this. Okay? That's the way they want me to set it up. So we've got the 2 kings on this side. We've got the 2 queens on this side. They complement each other. All right? Very different reading for this weekend. This is all kind of like your energy right now. You've got this mindset of, again, getting advice. You're asking for opinions. You're finding things out. You're getting clarity. You're protected. So the King of Wands, you're moving forward. Very good. The Queen of Wands opens to change, which opens to an opportunity here. And the Queen of Pentacles knows things happen in due time. And the Queen of Cups nurtures the energy of, I've got this. I'm going to let the universe guide me this weekend. I've got this. And change is definitely on the order, and there's an opportunity here. Wow. Wow. Oop. Wrong set of oracles. We're going to use the green ones instead of the blue ones. So let's see what else they add to this. I've never gotten a reading for some general reading with just kings and queens, which tells me that there's a mature, nurtured energy here. Wow, those just flew out like that. Okay, so we want to keep our vision. And maybe the vision has to change a little bit, and that's okay. That's okay. We need to revise, you know. That's okay to do that. Rest and reconsider. That's what you need to do this weekend. Is take a rest, reconsider. The universe is trying to teach you something right here. See, again, there's more info coming in. You're protected, and all you need to do right now, and the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups actually show this energy of just breathe. Just go with the energy this weekend. Yeah, like that a lot. Keeping that vision alive. That's what the universe is trying to tell you, because the opportunity is right there. You know what I mean? All right, let's get some love. Let's see what we got for love for you. So, you know, there's a message of resilience here. You know, change is a welcome. You got to welcome change sometimes, especially if it's just being, the energy is stagnated. You know, it's time for a change. Now, when we're talking about relationship here, there's an opportunity with the King and Queen of Wands out together, which is very rare, which has to do with some kind of union. Interesting. Okay. More wands, more change. Yeah, the moon. Of course, maybe around the full moon, there was some uncertainty about this relationship. You know, rest and reconsider. Maybe you need to get some advice. Go within. Okay. This could be something from the past. And there's also love all around you too. Again, it may be right in front of you. For some, you know, and drama. Let's stay out of the drama. This full moon can create some drama. Put in the work with the Seven of Pentacles. You get the seed, the opportunity, put in the work to do it. Knight of Wands goes and makes change. Get the passion back. Is very passionate, especially with all these wands and communications coming in. Maybe that's what you've been waiting for. The opportunity comes in with that communication. All right, let's get some messages of love. So this could be something from the past coming back up. News of that. Could be some drama you're going through, you know. I don't know. All right. Maybe you got something to say, too, with the King of Swords. Self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Big message right there. Rest and reconsider before jumping right into whatever situation this is. Stability, that's twice. This has come up in this reading. This relationship can stand the test of time. That's what the King and Queen of Wands is showing you. And look at this. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. For so many of you, we're coming around again and getting a second chance to get it right. The opportunity is available to you. And acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. So change is coming, but change is going to be good for you. It's just you accepting it. All right, now, let's get some Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. These are new. Really love the artwork on these. I love the messages that they give. And how they correlate with the reading, of course. Love that. But when I first saw these, I was like, yeah, I want those. Yeah, look at this. Clarity, awareness. Maintain awareness. Be present in every moment. The opportunity is available to you. Uncertainty doesn't look good on you, all right? Rebirth. Every end is a new beginning. Everything happens for a reason, Aries. That's a beautiful card right there. Wow. You're getting the opportunity to begin again. And miracles. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. Yes, with the Hierophant here. Miracles. Faith. That this too shall work out. Damn, that's really good. That's really good. They're all saying the same thing. Let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. Aries, you need a good fucking cry. Maybe that's what you need to do to release this full moon. Maybe emotional. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Okay. Whatever it is, you're letting something go here, Aries. There's a second chance coming around in relationships. Be open to it. Be open to change. And it'll come your way. And, you know, some self-reflection, some self-care, maybe getting that ugly cry on is necessary for you to release it. Because something comes back around and is actually better than it was before. Interesting weekend. Very interesting weekend. But this looks like, you know, all, I don't know, it's got the energy of, what's that? What's that movie? And from the 80s, The Big Chill, you know, all those adults adulting. That's what it seemed like. Lots of nurturing, mature energy here for you, Aries. So good for you. All right, Aries, have a great weekend. We're going to clear the board. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. You know that drill. Aries, have a great weekend. Hope it's filled with love and all of that. They already want me to do this for the next contestant, and let's see who it is. Let's put those back in and give it a swirl. Let's be fair. And it's Virgo. Did I even ring the bell for Aries? Oh my God, Virgo. It's the freaking weekend. Let's get your messages. Now, I'm picking up 3 piles here, okay? And you see some of them are reversed. I usually don't do reversals, but for this deck that I got, there's reversals and uprights. So the messages, either way, come out. And Virgo, for this weekend, happiness is simple. Happiness is simple. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to fulfilling and a contented heart. That's true. Like just laying in the grass, just having that moment is essential. Stand strong this weekend, Virgo. With defense as your shield, find strength in pervasion, guarding without matters most. What the hell? Oh, with defense as your shield, find strength in preservation, guarding what matters most. Stay strong. Keep it simple. And vortex of change. Ooh, I like that. I like the way that looks. It will focus. Engage with the vortex of change, where energies swirl and transformative dances molding anew. Keep it simple this weekend. Stay strong and be open to change. Some things will change, and that's okay. Trying to tell Virgo that plans may change puts them in a tailspin. Keep it simple. You know what I mean? Don't let things freak out. Okay. Let's get the vibe for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. Got a good vibe for you this weekend. You know, it's a full moon energy, so we could release that if we want. Is that it? Yes. 4 cards, nice and simple. Happiness is simple. They're keeping it simple for you. Look at this. This is great energy. Excellent. Look at that. Whew. Okay. We've got the Empress. Take your power back over the situation. You see the full moon here? Something happened around the full moon. To kind of be able to take your power back, there's also something that needs to come out. It needs to come out into the world. It needs to be birthed. And the King of Cups, trusting your intuition and keeping calm in these stormy waters. Because let's face it, you know, all this energy that's shifting, and especially with the solar flares and stuff, it can really mess with our energy. This is you just going with it, regulating your emotions. We've got a lot of energy shifting into Cancer right now, especially Jupiter. And that's big, expansive energy. That is part of what brings you in this vortex of change. You know what I mean? And Jupiter can be very much. It's very extra. Okay, it's the biggest planet in the solar system, so you can look at it in that context. So we want to keep it simple. We don't want to overdo it. But this looks like a good time this weekend. 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. You couldn't ask for a better weekend right there. Celebrating, maybe at home, throwing a party, something like that. It's Father's Day. King of Cups. See the father here with the child, you know. Happy Daddy's Day. I'm a daddy, so. My kids are 28 and 34, though. They all grown up. But they still love their daddy. As they should. All right, let's get the vibe with the Psychic Tarot for the heart. All right, it's time to release, which empowers you. You know, set yourself free from judgments, all of that. Yeah, look at that. Choose your battles this weekend. You going to let things get you down? Or are you going to stay strong? Again, your shield of strength. Choose your battles. And giving and receiving. Lots of offers coming in this weekend. That's good. I mean, this is a great reading right here. This is overall great energy. All right, let's get the vibe for love with relationships and all of that. Don't forget to watch your Summer Love and Tarot reading. Those are coming out for you, Virgo. Pretty spicy, where you get the vibe for June, July, and August. If you're single and ready to mingle. Okay. Trust your inner guidance. It looks like it's time for you to come out of hermit mode. Release yourself from this hermit mode. The star is about healing. It's about knowing that the universe has your back. It's tapping into that healing quality. The Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, there's offers coming in. Again, many offers coming in this weekend. Maybe apologies, something like that, but this all plays out really well. Really well. All right, let's get some messages of love to add on to this. I like the star out here. That feels really good. That's an excellent healing card to have around this full moon. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Yeah, that Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles definitely offers coming in. Someone may have something to say to you, okay? And chemistry, the attraction you feel is mutual. Very good. Yes, very good. It all evens out with the Four of Wands, clarifies all that, mutual. And play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. There you go. This full moon is in the 10th house. So it's getting that work-home balance. Maybe you get some time off that you thought you'd be working this weekend. Either way, it works out good. Works out good for you. Now we're going to get some messages from the Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. These are really cool. I like using these. So, let's do it. That was too many. What else do we have for Virgo with their cosmic energy? Their cosmic energy. Yes. Confidence. Believe in your worth and abilities. That's huge. Taking your power back with the Empress. And also with the Empress is self-love. Self-love is the foundation of all love. And if we don't have self-love for ourselves, we cannot expect it to come in from another. Okay? Maybe that's what this vortex of change is bringing in. To keeping it simple and making it work for you. Awareness. Maintain awareness. Be present in every moment this weekend. There's some things that you need to be aware of that really boosts your confidence here, you know? And happiness. Love this for the week. Love this for the weekend. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. So check that out. And it's the full moon. Again, enjoying this weekend. Good time. Good time. Maybe eating outside. Maybe, doing some grilling and some chilling. Sitting by the fire. All right, Virgo. Let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. This is like a towel snap from the universe. Sometimes helpful, sometimes snarky. Let's see what it's for you. Don't fucking force it like the fucking focus here. Allow that shit to come to you. Okay, right. Keep it simple. Don't go chasing after anything. Sit in the change of, I no longer chase, I attract. I invite beautiful energy into my life. I love myself, and I celebrate my small victories. I celebrate the simplicities of life. I am very content and happy where I am right now. And I am thankful, you know? Wow. Offers coming in like crazy this weekend for some of you. So go for it. And it's a great time to release and heal. And this actually boosts your power. And that's what we need, Virgo. That's what we need, especially around the full moon. It's time to release so we can move forward. All right, Virgo, that's your weekend. Have a great one. Be safe. Be aware that some things will change and they're going to be better. Okay? Got to make sure I got to tell you that. All right, Virgo, have a great weekend. Let's clear the deck and let's see who is next. Who is next? I see one hiding over here. It's Gemini. Welcome, Gemini, to the Freakin Weekend. Let's get the vibe, shall we? We are going to use our new cards here, clarifying life situations for love and work. And we're going to pick 3 messages from the piles here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, you know I don't do reversals in general readings. However, with these cards, if it's reversed, there's a meaning for it. So we're going to go right to left. Harbor of Peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. It's time to get in some still waters, Gemini. It's time to slow it down. Walking unscathed. What kind of energy does this bring? Let's focus. There we go. You were fortunate. A trap was laid, but your wisdom kept you from falling into it. All right, good. You dodged a bullet here. So now it's time to go into that harbor of peace and seek truth. Embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers. Illuminate the path to understanding. All right. You see the message there? Seek the truth. There is safe harbor for you. And you dodged a bullet in some situation. Maybe that's the truth you find out, Damn, let's say I really wanted that job, but I got this one instead. And God, it's so much better. It's that situation. Or, I thought they were the one and then I lost them and I find out that I really found the one, It's you knowing that you're moving into a lot calmer waters, especially with all this crazy energy shifts that are happening. All right. Okay. Is that it? Yes. Damn. Some of you may have something to say. Seeking the truth, maybe telling your truth. Wow. Great weekend. And it all starts with King of Pentacles. Feeling secure, mature, using your wisdom, not chasing but attracting, just like I told Virgo. But this is the Empress and the King of Cups. This is you, especially something around the full moon, where you're taking your power back. And the King of Cups, again, keeps calm in the stormy waters. And it's also a sign that things are settling down, which gives you great security here with the King of Pentacles. And the 4 of Wands to the 10 of Cups. This is great weekend. Celebrate at home. Maybe Dad's Day. Maybe that's what this is. A lot of kings showing up in everybody's readings. That's funny with Dad's Day coming up, Daddy's Day. So if you're a dad, happy Father's Day. Yeah, this is good energy. Good energy with family, friends, that kind of thing. Your extended family, whatever it is, it's good. It's empowering because you know that you're coming out of this storminess. Yeah, you're releasing your darkest fears. I hope that's what you're doing around this lunation cycle with that full moon. That full moon was happening in your 7th house of relationships. Yeah, look at that. Love abounds with the Ace of Cups and share the love with 3 of Cups celebrating again. Wow, damn, Gemini. Lots of celebrating. Lots of celebrating. I like it. All right, let's get some love. We got the Ace of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands. What the hell? I mean, it's great energy. Anything else for Gemini? Yes. Okay, yeah. Some drama, yeah. Some drama may have you stuck. Maybe you're stuck in some drama. It's time to let that go. It's time to seek the truth. Again, you're going unscathed with all of this. The Page of Swords is bringing in a new way, a new approach. I'm just letting this energy go. There's also a message coming in. And I got to keep clearing my throat. I've been doing this for a while today. What the hell? So there's got to be some kind of message you need to relay that helps shift this energy for you this week. And the King of Wands, Leo energy. This is making change, moving towards change. Again, 3 kings. Interesting. Very interesting. Interesting. This is the strength and stability. It's open to change, feet on the ground approach, and trusting your intuition. All right, especially when it comes to relationships. Now, let's get messages of love for you. Okay. Yeah, release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. And that's what we need to do because we're stuck in some kind of drama play here. Yeah, look at that. Unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. And this is in your 7th house, so you're trying to juggle that. But this looks great energy, you know. It's just kind of like a cue for you to, like, you know, take some time off this weekend if you have to. An apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Now, that could be that clearing in my throat. Maybe you need to apologize or something of that ilk, but it plays out really well. Cosmic energy. New deck here, Gemini. Let's do it, shall we? Let's cut them up and shuffle them out. Cut them up and shuffle them out. All right. Wow, we got a lot. For some reason, they want me to put these 2 back. Okay, I'm not even going to look at them. The one they want me to do first is love. Love is everywhere. Love that. Open your heart to feel it. Love the artwork in these. If I was a bluebird, I would fly to you. You be the spoon, dip you in honey so I can be sticking to you. Grace. Grace is the universe's blessing. Open your heart to receive it. Okay. Maybe going by some water this weekend. Yeah, definitely going by some water. Adventure. Adventure is the path to new worlds. Full moon. Interesting. And, ooh, I love that. Divinity. Every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. Yeah, it's time to go out there. It's time to have an adventure. It's time to open up to love, feel it in your heart. You know, it's maturing, very nurturing energy here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's get a closing message for this weekend from the Rebel deck. This is like a towel snap from the universe. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's fucking harsh. You never know what you're going to get. But Gemini, this weekend, don't believe every shitty thought you have. That rings so true for you. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. And a coffee stain. Keep it classy. Release this weekend. It's a really good weekend to celebrate. You're moving into calmer waters, and it's good for you. It looks good on you, gives you some grace. A lot of you are going on an adventure that can be very spiritual, something that you needed. You may be meeting somebody along the way because you're speaking your truth, you're empowering yourself, you're letting go of your darkest fears, and you're just celebrating life as it should be celebrated with the 10 of Cups, baby. That's what it's all about, Gemini. Okay, thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for this weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you have a safe one. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. And let's clear the deck. Gemini, thank you so much. And let's see who is next. And it's Pisces. Right on. Welcome, Pisces, to the Freakin Weekend. Let's use this new deck. Hope you're doing well. We're going to get 3 messages from this new deck, clarifying life situations. Okay, so let's make 3 piles, shall we? They're new, so they're slippery. Okay, So let's start right to left. Desert of isolation. Traverse the desolate spaces of solitude to uncover reflections and resilient survival. What are we doing in our isolation? Walking unscathed. Interesting. You were fortunate. A trap was laid, but your wisdom kept you from falling into it. That's good. That's good. Maybe isolating yourself was the key to that. And wow, Harbor of Peace. I just did this for Gemini. Harbor of Peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. Gemini got both of these cards. So definitely dodged a bullet here. Definitely are moving into peaceful waters. Maybe really finding some alone time this weekend. That's where the peaceful moments come in, you know. So let's get the vibe for you, Pisces. Let's do this. What do we got for the weekend? Just enough. Wow. The Empress is out. Whew. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is great. This is great energy. Got some work to do, but that's okay. Interesting. We got the Empress in the middle of all this. Time to take your power back. Time to really nurture yourself in this harbor of peace, okay? But I think you need to let go of all this bullshit. Don't be tempted to sit in heartbreak. Don't be tempted to feel stuck in a situation. And stop beating yourself up. Take the blindfold off. Empower yourself. You know what to do. The sun, look at it. I mean, what's your choice here? And it all comes from empowering. Look at this. The sun, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Filling your cup. Shining as brightly as the sun and not letting anyone dim your light, including your own negative self-talk. That needs to go. Because look, you got a choice to make this weekend. Sit in this or enjoy this. It's that easy. Let's get some Psychic Tarot for the heart and see what we got. Which ones? Those, yeah, those got to come out. Okay. Yeah. Maybe need some alone time. You know, seek with the answers within. Ground. Get outside and ground with the Hermit and the Sun here. Definitely grounding energy. It looks very ungrounded here. Now, sacral chakra. This is all about joy. Your pleasure center. What brings you pleasure? You need to have fun. Ace of Cups out again. Self-care on the bill this weekend for everybody. And look at that. More sixes. Believe and succeed in giving and receiving. So there's reciprocating energy here. And it's just, that's all you got to do this weekend is just believe. Believe, baby. Open up to it. This is beautiful energy. Beautiful energy, especially when it comes to relationships. 369, you're also manifesting things here, so pay attention to that. Beautiful energy available, Pisces. Opportunities abound, but they come from within. You know, finding your joy, finding your pleasure spot. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at that. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. And Pisces reading, it's really bad. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Swords. Swords equal thoughts. Thoughts, deceptive thoughts. Seven of Swords. It's time to be strategic. The Three of Swords is out again, saying that, Pisces, it's time to release things. You know, this is happening in your fourth house of home and family. So you may be releasing things this weekend about family. There's an opportunity here with the Page of Cups. They bring in a message of love. These two cups filled up, and the 10 of Cups. To the 9 of Cups, are you kidding me? This is great energy. I was just talking about family, and there it is. You know, excellent. Now, let's get messages of love. And see what we got. Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. Okay, for some of you, that's that Seven of Swords there. So be strategic. Unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. Now, I believe for some of you, that's what you're thinking. Because I have 2 aces of cups here. I have 2 cups with the 9 and the 10 of cups. So what I'm saying is that there's an offer here that the one gets away and the real one walks in for some of you. And play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. That is so important. That's part of your self-care, is having fun, especially with each other. Now, let's get some Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. These are new. Love these. Love these. Let's see. All right, what do we have for Pisces? Messages. I like this. Wow, I really love this. Rebirth. Love this card. Every end is a new beginning. My God, that's beautiful. Rising from the ashes. And it comes with acceptance. Accept others and yourself. Welcome new opportunities. Doors opening for you. And collaboration. Collaboration achieves greater goals. Manifesting together. Working together with people. Full moon energy right there. And harmony. Love that. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. It sure is. Did you ever hear harmonies that are off? Holy shit. All right, Pisces, let's get a closing message for you. This is inspiring. This is really good energy this weekend. So celebrate. Open up. Look at all these arms out. Open up. All right, let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. You know how this rolls. Some good shit is about to happen, and it sure is. That's clarification. But don't let your issues fuck it up. Wow, that's a huge message right here. Don't let your issues fuck it up. And it's all about acceptance and working together as a group, working together with a group, something as far as relationships go. And this will work out fantastically for you. This weekend looks beautiful. Do some self-care. You deserve it. All right? All right, Pisces. Wow. Great energy. But don't let your issues fuck it up. Look at your issues. It's all right. We all have them, you know. Sometimes we just need to be called out on them. And it makes us a better person because, you know, it makes us empower ourselves. That's what it's all about. Taking our power back from situations we feel helpless in. When we're actually not stuck. We just need a different perspective and step out of it, you know. All right, Pisces, have a great weekend. And a great weekend it will be. All right. Let's clear the deck. Thank you, Pisces. Have a great weekend. Let's see who is next. Well, how much do we got in there? We just have one. And it's Taurus. Taurus. Had to clear my throat there, which means only one thing. You got something to say. You better say it. You better say it. Let's get our messages from this clarifying life situation new deck. We're going to go right to left with 3 messages. Look, everyone's getting this card. Walking unscathed. You were fortunate. A trap was laid, but your wisdom kept you from falling into it. Good job. Valley of Shadows. Step into the enveloping Valley of Shadows. Here fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. Interesting. Looks scary. Looks like that scene out of The Return of the King. And small steps this weekend. The small wins. The small triumphs. The everyday victories. Celebrate them. They will take you there. Yes, absolutely. All right. Man, you dodged a shitty situation. That's okay. And really, embrace the small wins here for yourself, Taurus. Really. All right, let's get the vibe. Let's stop messing around and get the vibe. Look at that. Wow. Okay, yeah, look at this. Really easy. I wouldn't say easy. Could get a little complicated here. But, yeah. It's interesting. We have the Two of Pentacles here trying to balance a lot, trying to juggle everything. And then we have Justice. Things are going to be balancing out for you. If you are looking at the imbalance, you will experience more imbalance, Taurus. If you focus on balance, you experience more balance. It's that easy. That's what you have to do this weekend, is finding that balance, especially when it comes to help from family, lovers, friends. This looks like celebrating energy here. Could be opening up to a relationship. Finally, things balance out for you. And you celebrate that small victory, you know? Okay, let's get a not closing message. Jesus, I just started. Let's get some oracles from the Psychic Tarot for the heart. All right, yeah. Wow, there's a lot going on here, a lot to unpack. Observe. Are you focusing on imbalance or balance? The Hangman brings perspective. Healing begins when you start to take over your thoughts. You start to regulate them instead of let them go, take things out of balance. You're learning a valuable lesson here. And to have faith, especially when it comes to relationships, and open up. Another 4. Open up this weekend. Again, that cough that I had signified opening up to someone or something. All right, let's get some love. I'm starting to heat up here, so something's going on in love. Something. I don't know what, but something's going on. Let's see what's going on for you, Taurus. All right, let's see. Okay. Wow. 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 All right, the moon has brought in some uncertainty with your relationships. Again, observe, where are your thoughts going? Uncertain or certain? That's a choice, okay? It's time to bring in the strength. Could be dealing with a Leo here. But it's time to use your inner strength. Page of Wands brings in an opportunity here. Here, have some change. Let's try this instead. And I love this outcome, especially when it comes to love with you. The Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. This is great. This is great energy here. Love walking in, opening up to it. If you are single, holy shit. Again, where are you putting your focus? Okay? Wow. That's celebrating 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, family. Opening up to family. Opening up to relationships. Your relationships are really important. You know, this full moon happened in your 6th house of your daily routine. So maybe, you know, you're finding more balance in your daily routine, and especially when it comes to your relationships. So let's see. Wait, the timing is not quite right. Maybe that's what the uncertainty is, and it's all right. Everything in divine timing. The universe is kind of teaching you here. Chill out for a little bit. It pays off. Trust. It's safe to trust in this situation. Again, there's another message that they're trying to convey. And here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. Maybe that's what you got to do, is look around. Maybe it's just you're not seeing it in front of you. But maybe it's time for a little gratitude about the partner that you currently have. Now we're going to try these new cosmic energy oracles. Love these. Let's see what we got for you. Let's see. What do we have? Okay. There they are. Discovery. Discover the treasures within. Follow your passion. Look at that full moon. So the full moon could have ignited your passions. Maybe about choosing to open up to a relationship. You know what I mean? Beautiful card there if it would fucking focus. So you may be discovering Many things. Look at that balance. The message is balance. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. You don't have to find it. You have to acknowledge it. You have to be it. Look at the full moon energy there too. Pay attention to that. And hope. Love that. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. You're coming out of the shadows. You're being taught to hope because there is, and you trust it, and it works. Wow. All right, Taurus. Let's get a closing message for you. This is great energy. Great energy. Let's see what the Rebel deck has to say. Sometimes snarky, sometimes nice. Most of the time, pretty rude. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like, ow, the truth hurts, you know? All right. We got this. Lightning striking. Figure shit out on your own. That's the only way you can really find some balance, is discover things on your own. With that Ace of Cups, that is filling your cup first. So maybe that's the waiting right there, is that you need to do this on your own instead of looking for others to kind of put you through it. You got to do it yourself. But this energy looks great, especially for relationships. Looks like a new one coming in. Looks like you're opening up to it, especially after this imbalance. But I think this energy has just got you reeling. But this Four of Wands is like celebrating at home, just having good time. And that's what this is all about for the weekend. All right, Taurus, enjoy your weekend. Have a safe one. Love you all. That's going to do it. And let's see who's next or last on the freaking weekend. And it's Capricorn. Last but not least, of course, we acknowledge that horny goat. Let's get 3 messages. I like doing things in threes for you for this weekend. Capricorn, welcome. Right to left. Carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. Okay. Next one. Scales of balance. What? Solace? Solace of balance? Scales of... I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say scales. Check that out. Focus. Yeah, it's supposed to say scales of balance. Okay. Seek equilibrium in love and career. Harmonizing your inner scale. Yeah, it's supposed to say scale. God. Spell check, guys. To weigh decisions with both heart and mind. Okay. And embrace courage. Open your mind. Learn from experiences and let your answers unfold in your journey. So you are embracing courage. You're getting swept away in a lovely romantic kind of rendezvous. Hope that happens for you. And getting the scales of balance to tip in your favor simply because you know you're worthy of it. So it'll be interesting to see the energy unfold here. Wouldn't you agree? All right, let's do it. Ooh. Okay. Let's get the vibe. All right. Shit. Okay. I like the Wheel of Fortune. I really like that. I really love being open to prosperity, especially with Jupiter going into Cancer. It could be a little challenging for you, but the opportunity is there. Judgment is setting yourself free from your judgments of others and yourself, and the way that you think no longer works for you. You know, so if you want to go into calmer waters, then you need to make some change here. I see traveling this weekend. Messages coming in, 3 of Cups celebrating. Yeah, it's just opening up to, you know, all right, universe, let's see how good it can get this weekend. I think that's the big message for you. But it's setting yourself free from, you know, old thoughts that kind of kept you locked in, you know. Again, that full moon, that was playing some tricks. That's on your 2nd house of value and worth. So maybe you're releasing some low self-esteem issues. You know, it happens. You know, that's how you embrace courage. That brings balance into your life also. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, for a lot of you, rest and reconsider. And it's a time to rebuild, especially with that rest. Maybe that's what you need to realize is that, God damn, I need to slow down a little bit. That's okay. Solar plexus, I am worthy. Shining as brightly as the sun. I like that. Rebuilding there. I like the two yellows together. And Leo energy, control. What are you in control of and what are you not in control of? I think the universe says, listen, you got this Ace of Wands. Go with the flow this weekend. This is great. I think you're going to get an opportunity to travel here. And I say go for it with the two Wheel of Fortunes here. I like it. I like it a lot. We got 2 8s, 2 10s, 2 3s. Nice. Okay, what do we got for love? Messages we're talking about being swept away with some kind of love. So what could that be? Lovers right there. Boom. Yeah, there's offers coming in. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely. Wow. The Empress energy. Another 3. Growth. 3 3 3. Especially when it comes to relationships and nurturing yourself. Building that confidence. You know? Put in the work. Put in the work. That's all you got to do, especially when it comes to relationships. And it's your attitude. It's keeping calm in stormy waters. Again, that embracing courage. Keeping calm. The 6 of Swords also. Trusting your intuition. And then we have messages coming in. Slow and steady, and some fast. Definitely. And the Lovers. Again, getting caught up with a little romantic rendezvous. I'd embrace it. I like it. I claim that for you. All right, let's get some messages of love. See what we got. These wanted to come out. And anything else? Okay. Okay. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. So maybe that's what you're setting yourself free from, especially when it comes to relationships, moving forward, that kind of thing. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. All right. That kind of brings things together. It's like expanding and, you know, that Jupiter energy expands. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Yeah, and somebody could be, you know, offering you an apology here. Again, you may be offering the apology, but, you know, stars align here. And wait, stability, yeah. And then apology. Oh my God, you can expect the apology you want to hear. What? Okay, wow, that was weird. I jumped the timeline, I think, for a minute there. Wow. Put in the work to make this a long-lasting relationship. Okay? You may be separating yourself from just, I'm telling you, it's like the 6 of Swords shows past energy, you know, unstable relationships before. So let's move on to the Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. So I would say, in a nutshell, this weekend is open up to opportunities of travel. You know, you may be kind of taken out of your comfort zone, and that's okay because it pays off, especially when it comes to a relationship. All right. This weekend is open to inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. Got those light bulbs going off. And acceptance. Accept others and yourself and welcome new opportunities. Like it? And transformation. Transformation is in the soul's evolution. Wow. I love these cards. Love those. Very good. All right, Capricorn. Last but not least, let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. Sometimes sweet, sometimes salty. You know, it all depends. But this looks like a good weekend for just chance encounters, especially when it comes to a relationship. I like it. Time to let go. Move the fuck on. Okay. And that's what that Six of Swords is doing. It's releasing you from this imbalance. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's opening up to relationships simply because you're in control of who you allow your energy to and who not. You know what I mean? And this is excellent energy to transform, to get inspired. But this, as far as just a 3-day process, this looks like just opening up to possibilities here. You know, so if somebody says, hey, you know, I'd like to take you out, do it. Don't be like, what's your motive? Just go, you know? All right, Capricorn, that is going to do it. And everybody, that is going to do it for this episode of the Freakin' Weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your Summer Love and Tarot reading. That'll probably give you a lot of advice there, a lot of clarity for what's going on for June, July, and August. And don't forget, personal readings are available in person or online. Just click the link in the description and it'll bring you guys to my booking page. Everybody have a lovely, great, and safe, joyful weekend. Thank you for watching, and I will see you this week.